Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Grand Arena highlights video. So in this one I want to show you a few battles here from the final week of season 25. As always, I'll first kick off with Omicron battles. This time I did have my Wampa Omicron modded and ready to go. And I was doing some testing, so I just want to show you a couple of battles here. So in round 1 and 2 I used it versus a GG nude squad, and then in the final round I'll have another battle for you after this GG battle. To be honest, it was a pretty straightforward battle here versus John Grievous. As you can see, it's a fully relic squad. Not sure if there would be fully relic 7s or 8. Would my relic 3 Wampa survive or not? So definitely, probably if you want to make these Wampa solos maybe a little bit less nerve-wracking sometimes, maybe bumping up your Wampa to relic 5 will help. I just wanted to see, without relicking up, what my relic 3 Wampa can do, because if I don't need to increase relics on him for what I'm using him for, why would I? Those are valuable resources that can go elsewhere. In terms of modding, you want to mod your Wampa for max health as well as some tenacity. That's why I'm showing you their stats, so it can resist any sort of debuffs, and as well the protection up that he gets is based on his max health. So that's probably seems like the best modding strategy so far. Anyway, they get a couple of hits on me, then you just do an AoE, get that bonus protection up going, and it'll take a while before they burn through it, and hopefully by the time they get through it you will have AoE already back up. In the meantime, it's a pretty straightforward battle, to be honest. You just keep roaring whenever you can, basic when you can't roar, obviously, and then AoE when you need that protection up again. Also, if you don't have the healing Zayton Wampa, I think you do want to use Wampa, I think it's worth it, because we're going versus General Grievous or Mothmas or Idens. All those guys have lots of healing up on their teams, so definitely their healing immunity will help you. Or if you're going versus Sif Eternal, for example, as well, he can heal as himself up, recover protection. It's definitely the healing immunity Zayton Wampa. If you do have one Omicron, I would definitely say go ahead and equip it, because it will really help you out here. So you can see it took a while, a little bit, to get through Magna Guard, but once Magna Guard was down, this pretty much team fell apart very quickly. Took care of B2, going after B1s now. I can see B1's gone, Grievous doing his best, but we never really fall below full health pretty much. Here a little bit, that assist there got a little bit annoying there with nude, but hey, pulled it off in the end. 67 banners versus Grievous nude squad. I was very happy with the result. So for the second battle, I'm going up against Iden Omicron, and now Iden here is gear 11, so I'm not sure if relic Iden would make a difference or not. Obviously check mods, because if enemy Iden is relicked and is loaded with potency, then she might be able to have enough potency to apply debuffs on your Wampa. So definitely having more tenacity in your Wampa, and make sure that enemy doesn't have crazy potency on their side, so they can't land any debuffs. It's just in that opening sequence, because then Wampa starts stacking his tenacity as well. So just that opening sequence, he needs to resist all this stuff, and then you should be good to go here as well. Depending obviously on the relic level there, on troopers, exactly what comp is. It might take longer or quicker than what I'll show you here, but there was really no threat, I think, of timeout here, again with my relic 3 Wampa, I think. Anyway, there we go. So there you go. This is very important here, that you resist all these debuffs in beginning, so you don't get like stunned or shocked or something like that. Definitely Wampa is good versus teams that don't have tenacity down, or debuffs that can't be resisted, like for example Bad Batch, right? The healing immunity and days from Echo there cannot be resisted, so just something to bear in mind when using a Wampa. But in this case, you can see just pretty much straightforward battle. Again, the healing immunity here will help stop the team a little bit from healing up, and as you can see, every time we're getting hit, they're getting damage over time, so eventually also damage over time will start taking some guys out. You got Short Trooper almost down, there he goes, he died from damage over times, but because he had that buff on from Iden, he came back, speeding up the footage, because this will take a good amount of time here. So there you go, Short Troopers out of here. Another roar here, trying to get rid of Stormtrooper here. Wasn't quite enough, unfortunately, so they'll come back up, heal all the way up. Now because they don't have healing immunity anymore, so let's reapply that healing immunity again. Healing immunity here on Wampa will really help you. Otherwise, you know, maybe versus some really strong Iden team with lots of healing, you know, there might be potential of timeout if you do have a low relic Wampa. But with the healing immunity Zeta as well, you know, you can pretty much be safe here, not worry about timeouts versus these teams that have lots of healing on their squad. Obviously Iden, she'll have to fall last because it's, you know, as long as there's at least one other trooper there, she will keep coming back. There we go, Stormtrooper's gone and still with 2 minutes to spare, and you know, Iden there coming back. We smacked her again, and there you go, that was a nice 68 banner win. Alright, as you've seen, Wampa here is smashing Grievouses, smashing as well Mothmas, unless there is obviously high relic Kyle in there, that could be tricky, and Iden taken care of as well. That's why I stopped placing my Iden on defense, because it's essentially giving out 68 points to your opponent, unless you have, obviously, as mentioned before, relic Iden loaded with potency. Then, you know, they might be able to stop Wampa solo, but mine is only gear 10, so I can't put like amazing mods on her and lots of potency. So, you know, decided to start using her on offense. So I'm trying to find a place for her now on offense, because until now she was on defense. So I found this kind of Mon Mothma squad. Now, I know it's not the optimal Mon Mothma squad, but I've seen it obviously working versus, you know, the POW scout combo as well. But this is the first time I'm trying. Okay, so we'll see how it goes. Obviously, Biggs there could be a little bit annoying because, you know, every time he's hit by an Empire enemy, he'll keep getting 100% turn meter. So we'll see if we can keep Biggs under control. He has this evasion up, so he likes to dodge a lot and things like that. So hopefully he won't cause too much trouble. So let's see how this one will go. Obviously, Iden here, she gains 100% turn meter beginning of the battle. So we can just go ahead, go after Kyle. And luckily this stun in beginning cannot be resisted by rebels, so you know it's going to be 100% stun there. Death Trooper coming in with a dispel and increasing cooldowns. Here they come. As you can see, all these bonus turn meter and healing we are getting here in Mon Mothma. Let's go ahead, do an AoE. Alright, Biggs there evading everything left and right. Let's do another Master 6 dispel on Kara there. Okay, here they come. Yeah, let's just go after Kyle, I guess. He's their big damage dealer, so if we can get him out, that would be very helpful. So there you go, Biggs keeps gaining bonus turn meter. But so do we, keep healing up, so I think we should be able to get through. There you go, Terminate there will prevent revive, so if Mon Mothma uses her revive, she can just bring back Kyle, she won't be able to bring in Kara. There you go, taking care of Wedge. Go after Biggs now. So you can see Biggs keeps getting this bonus turn meter. So good. Sometimes a little bit stuck in a loop with him. But eventually, you know, he will fall. And there you go. Pretty good, I think so. If opponents will be placing Mon Mothma on defense, maybe Iden, you know, it's going to be my go-to counter for that. I'll see in the next season, you know, what's the best fit for my Iden squad. So in another round, there was this Hux team. I wasn't sure how this would play out, to be honest. Just because obviously Hux, he will prevent that 100% turn meter gain you have in beginning with Iden, so she will not be able to go first unless she's obviously the fastest character, and also we won't be gaining bonus turn meter when enemies are attacking out of turn, as long as Hux has advantage. Now this in its own is not an issue, to be honest, but because of Color and Unmask, they do have a pre-taunt, so you're forced to hit him, and then also any AoEs that you use will hit Color and Unmask, so he can then reapply advantage onto Hux when he loses it. So without a pre-taunt in there, probably this will be more straightforward, because you can just go straight for Hux, dispel advantage on him, get a stun and everything, and then, you know, they won't be able to, you know, stop your turn meter train. They will still be counter-attacking, that is, but at least, you know, you should be able to keep Hux under control. Like this, I was stuck behind Kylo to begin with, and it didn't go too well, as you will see. So there we go. My Death Trooper goes first, because again, Hux will prevent the gain there on Iden. Not sure if AoE was the best choice. Maybe I should have just tried Daze there, Color and Unmask. I'm not sure, because my Show Trooper did take a beating, but luckily here Iden coming in here with a heal and dispel and everything. Another AoE there. There goes Magma Trooper. So maybe AoE is not the best thing to do here, but I was doing this for the first time. Maybe just basics until you can get rid of Kalos Taunt would be a better choice, I'm not sure. There you go, we got the daze now on Kalos, so we'll stop his counterattacks. And here we can come now with the dispel. So now Kalos is kind of under control, I guess. So maybe in the beginning I should have played it like that. No AoEs, just kind of basics until I get Kylo Ren and Mask under control. And then now Hux is out in the open, so we can keep going after him. There we go, keep going. Obviously their Sith Trooper then cleansed all the debuffs, unfortunately, so Kylo Ren and Mask will get a turn. Okay, there goes my Magma Troopers. I'm not sure, is it due to the fact that most of my troopers are relic that I'm getting steamrolled here, or I probably misplayed, as mentioned before, should have done basics. So at this point I'm like, oh boy, this isn't looking good. Let me just get a Hux out of here, and then we should at least be able to clean this up if afterwards. Alright, so with Hux out of there, we can now start gaining bonus turn meter, so that's good. Okay, so let's see if these two can carry this. Okay, likely they're going for Iden for some reason, probably because she's weaker. So they're staying away from my Death Trooper here. Alright, let's do an AoE, increase cooldowns. There we go, beautiful, got him out. So at this point, I'm like, okay, hold on, I might actually win this. So there you go. I mean, as before, if you see Hux, I think it could work without Kylo Ren and Mask in there. If there is Kylo Ren and Mask in there, maybe just kind of hold off the AoEs until you got Kylo under control, and then you can just go straight for Hux. But I was able to just about win here in the end. So I'm not sure if, yeah, Iden is the best choice versus Hux here. But, you know, I was just testing things around, see what I can do or not. Because the other teams that were left at the board at that point, I don't think my Iden would be able to take care of. So I said, you know what, let's give it a go versus this Hux. It was a win in the end, but oh boy, it was a low win. There we go, 56. So definitely, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, in the new season, where Iden will find her place. And if you've been following my videos ever since the nerf of Qui-Gon, I've been a little bit struggling what to do with this guy. Because he was kind of designated to take down Mothmas. But now if Iden is taking down Mothmas, then what will Qui-Gon do? So in another round, I'm like, do you know what? There's this Hux team. They've got no Kylo Ren and Mask in there, so I'm quite comfortable undersizing this. Otherwise, with Kylo Ren and Mask, if he gets a 2-turn stun on your Jedi Knight Anakin, that could be tricky. But without that, you know, I was pretty confident that my guys can take care of this. So see how it goes. If we can, obviously, one shot once Qui-Gon goes down with AoE there from Anakin. Just showing you my mods here. Nothing too crazy here, really. Qui-Gon, just some offense on him. And then looking at Ki-Adi-Mundi. Again, offense set. And we'll be getting lots of speed anyway from Cam and Qui-Gon. So hopefully we can go first and do some damage on these guys. Even before they take out Qui-Gon. Or maybe Qui-Gon can stay alive. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, here we go. And so while Hux obviously will prevent bonus turn meter, he will not prevent bonus turns from Anakin that he'll be getting. So they're starting off with an AoE. Oh, almost took out Qui-Gon. There we go. One shot Hux. Okay, they're going straight for Qui-Gon. Alright, let's see. Alright, Annie, let's see what you're gonna do with your AoE. Boom. Alright. So there you go, they were just about able to survive. Sith Trooper obviously there had critical damage immunity, so I wasn't able to critically hit him. And Stormtrooper survived as well the hit, but there we go. Got him out. 63 banners. I'm not sure if I'm happy with that, to be honest, but yeah, still looking to find a place for my Qui-Gon Omicron after the nerf. I was also a little bit trying to see using CLS. Usually I would put him on defense, but this time I was like, you know what, it's last week, I'll just change things up a bit. And I did have this Rey Jedi training team here in one of the rounds, and CLS obviously Han shoots first, so you can quickly hopefully get these guys under control. Just showing you their mods on the team. They got okay mods, I guess, but my Rebels as well, they don't have that crazy mods, to be honest. But luckily with CLS, Han shoots first, and then, you know, you can get your turn meter train rolling hopefully from there. And if you know, go after one of the weaker enemies, you can potentially even one-shot them to begin with, depending obviously on your damage from your guys. Now my look there, he's only relic free. That was the requirement, right? For was it for Genonite look we needed Commander look? I think so. I'm forgetting already. That was the minimum requirement for that unlock, so he's still relic free. The other guys, again, just kind of requirements that are needed for, you know, Galactic Legends unlock and stuff like that. I didn't relic them beyond that at all. So first things first, this team, you just want to go out, go Finn, get him out. There, down he goes, one shot straight at the beginning. Oh, they're going after my Wookiee, not ideal. But luckily, no, with Finn out of there, we should be able to keep these guys under control. We go. Let's go ahead and dispel all of that nonsense. Take care of Ray. Going after. Let's go after Poe actually, because BB-8 would counterattack there. Go after R2 so he doesn't do his AoE and potentially snipe more banners from us. And we can take care of BB-8 now. The assist. There we go. Almost got him. Almost got him. And we should take care of BB here. Oh, and R2 as well. Brilliant. That's how it is versus Ray Jedi training, right? 65 banners is hard to get because of that this uncleansable healing immunity. Now, one of the teams I don't normally face Bad Batch on defense, and this one was with Barris. Did still have my troopers at this point available, so I decided because I can outrun them, that I will use these guys. Obviously Barry's there, her unique there, will a little bit heal up whenever he critically hit, but luckily obviously with Dark Trooper in there, his basic cannot critically hit, so it can just ignore the, obviously that Barry's Zeta. And you know, without Omega in here, no pre-taunt on Wrecker, so we are not stuck behind Wrecker, so we'll just be able to hopefully take out Echo very quickly, because you know, he's really the only one that can stop troopers, right, with his days if he gets it out. In terms of my troopers, they got okay mods on them because I use them a lot, to be honest, to counter many kinds of teams out there. Also like probably on Darth Revans and things like that. So, you know, they got good mods on there. Moff Gideon, I usually use him outside of the trooper lineup. That's why he's fast as well. So, you know, he can go great with Traya or Palpatine or something like that. But for this particular case, I decided to bring him in just to give me a little bit more control over these guys, because I wasn't sure how long will I need to burn through Echo because of the Barry Zeta there. And of course Barris, she's gaining this bonus turn meter whenever you debuff, I think, one of her allies. So I'm just trying to get out Echo. There we go. So with Echo out, obviously there's no danger of getting days, so we should be good to go here. See if we can get Hunter out as well. Down he goes. Let's try and punch Barris out of here. There she goes. To an AoE on Wrecker. So as you can see, Wrecker there is quite durable, but you know, a couple of punches from Dark Trooper finished him, and finally going after attack, and boom, down he goes. So troopers quite easily take care of Bad Batch here, even with Barris. And yeah, I got a Geo versus random Fiend battle here for you. Just again, Geos again is one of those teams that are just, at least at my level, they do nothing on defense. And on offense, they're like relic 1, 2, 3, so they're not really that well relic and that well modded that I could use them, you know, to take out any strong teams. So similar like, you know, Iden, Mothma, Qui-Gon. I don't know anymore quite to do what to do with these guys, because they were before on defense, and I have to try and incorporate them into my offensive plans. So opponent here, they did put this kind of Fiend team, so I'm like, you know what? This is probably perfect opportunity to get Geos out and hopefully walk away with full 65 banners. Now, speaking of this Fiend team, Wampa solo could be possible, but Ray Scavenger there, she got Zeta on her. So when she's got Zeta, she's got that unresistible days whenever she uses her special ability if she is not debuffed. And usually Ray Scavenger is a quick one, will go before your Wampa, do a special attack and land days on your Wampa, right? So definitely be careful there if you're trying to go versus any sort of teams that do have Scavenger in there that has Zeta. If there would be no Zeta on Scavenger, I could probably just do Wampa solo here. I think I still had him available, to be honest. But yeah, anyways, here we go. Let's just go ahead, dispel that. And you know, just keep these guys ability blocked and under control, and you should be good to go. Obviously Fiend there, if you would be doing Wampa solo, obviously Fiend He could potentially stun your Wampa as well, and with the extra potency, extra offense, extra defense they're getting from Finn's lead, even without Scavenger, Zeta might still be a threat if they do have a lot of potency on Finn. So definitely check mods for sure. And then Vendor Chewy, he can as well daze on basic as well, so you know, you definitely always check mods before you do any sort of Wampa solo to make sure you can't get dazed, you can't get, you know, ability block, tenacity down and things like that. So you can see pretty straightforward battle, to be honest. That's why I spend time talking about Wampa instead of Geos, because yeah, it's, you know, it's a pretty straightforward battle here. But I just wanted to show you and you know, that I'm a little bit trying to find a role for my Geos, and we'll see how it goes in the new and upcoming season. Alright guys, that's all for today's video, all the battles I wanted to show you today. Hope something was useful there and interesting for you. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.